What's up, you guys? It's your girl JennBlueEyes here, and I hope you all had a spectacular day. Wow, the sky looks so cool right now. And I have just been working, driving to the store, being in agonizing pain all day. I hope your day was more interesting than mine. So I promised I would record another video. I want you guys to know I set up a Twitter. I'm setting up my Facebook account, and that's pretty much it. I have a Google Plus account if you guys want to look at that. So my Twitter is JennBlueEyes, and my Facebook is also JennBlueEyes. So be sure to check that out, like my page, follow me, and I will be making as many posts as I can and letting you know when I post a new video. So I wanted to do another dramatic reading for you guys. This time I will be reading part 1 of a series that I'm writing called Find Me. If you want to read part 2 and part 3, you will have to go to my blog, cozycornerstories.weebly.com. I will be starting to write part 4, possibly tomorrow. By the end of today, or by the time I publish this video, I hopefully would have finished a short story I'm writing called Revelation, and that should be published on my blog by the time you look at this video. So, without any further ado, let's just dive right into my story here, part 1 of Find Me. And it's not going to be a dramatic reading because then I will make a fool out of myself, but I do that always. So, whatever. Okay, so, part 1, Find Me. Our world was never perfect. Wars? No, let's start this over. I'm sorry. Okay. Our world was never perfect. Wars, financial crisis, pollution, damn potholes. It was far from perfect, but most people found ways to work around the world's quirks. However, now we all live in hell. It was July 10th, 2018. I woke up early that morning to the sound of sirens wailing and people screaming and shouting, like I had been for a while now. I sat straight up on the twin-sized cot I had been restlessly sleeping on for the past few nights. I looked around the tiny, worn-down shack. Aaron was nowhere in sight, and I didn't dare call out his name and take the risk of someone finding our hiding spot. I threw the blanket to the side and swung my legs over the bed and set my bare feet onto the cold concrete floor. It felt pretty nice to feel the cold on part of my body. This July had been unbearably hot. I had already been dressed in a pair of tight black jeans and a dark green tank top. My chin-length black hair fell right into place as it always did. I grabbed a can of peaches from the backpack in the corner of the one-room shack. After I scarfed down the entire can, I paced for a half an hour just waiting for Aaron to come back for me. However, I couldn't wait any longer. I took a handgun out of Aaron's duffel bag, made sure it was loaded, and made sure I had extra weapons and ammo in the duffel bag and backpack. I grabbed both bags and slowly, with my gun drawn, walked out of the shack and set my way back in the woods. I was on my own for now. I knew where he was going. I begged him not to go there, and last night he said he wouldn't, but he had been saying if he turned himself in, things would be better for the world. Better for me. That's what the government told us, but I didn't trust them. I guess Aaron did. I knew he was just looking out for me, and that he loved me unconditionally, but if I ever find him again, I'm going to kill him. I continued running to town, but slowed my pace when I got to the first street and saw a soldier gunning down a civilian not under the control. I tried not to scream when the soldier shot the young man, probably in his 20s, in the head when he resisted arrest. I sent up a quick prayer for the man and went on my way. I tried to mimic the actions of the people under the control. They were all working, mostly burning or burying bodies. Their eyes were empty and their minds were focused on the one thing they were doing. They were like robots. Don't look into anyone's eyes. They'll know you aren't under the control. Just look straight ahead or at the ground. Aaron's instructions replayed in my mind, and I obeyed as if they were telling me what to do. I looked straight ahead and walked in a perfect straight line. A soldier stepped into my path. I was walking towards me. I avoided his eyes by picking up the shovel on the ground to make him think I was working. I waited for him to walk away. My mistake was looking behind me. He was watching me. "Hey, you!" I ran. "Stop!" He started firing his gun at my back, but I dodged them by running between buildings. I lost him after a while, and finally slid my back down the side of a building to catch my breath. I looked around the corner when I heard a gunshot followed by a woman's piercing scream. She landed with a thud right alongside of me. She looked like she was about 20 years old, my age. Her hair was dark like mine, maybe a bit longer. Light freckles danced across her cheeks and nose. However, what really haunted me were her eyes, the same color as mine. Her blue eyes stared up at me. They were bleeding of sorrow and pain. There was no longer the gleam of life had in store for her. I gagged at the large puddle of blood spilling out from the back of her head and seeping into the soil beneath us. I pushed myself harder against the wall and cried silently for her. I wanted to scream and avenge her, but it didn't make sense. I didn't know this girl. I closed my eyes tight and went back in time. And that's it. The second part in this series and the third part are actually quite a bit longer. And oh my god, Tippy! Jesus. My dog has got his eyes fixed on a rabbit. You're not getting that rabbit. You leave that rabbit alone. It is happy outside. Oh, you're so cute. Come here. No, I don't like you. Go away. So that is part 1 of Find Me. Again, you can look at it on my blog, cozycornerstories.weebly.com. By the way, I'm sorry if when I'm reading these, I get tongue-tied or I'm just like, because I actually do need reading glasses or computer glasses, but I have just not done it. I have to go to the dentist because I actually have a cavity in one of these teeth back here. It's a small cavity, but I really have to do that. I have to go to the eye doctor, the chiropractor. I'm just lazy and don't make my appointments for any of these places. So, but I apologize when I get tongue-tied or mess up on some of what I'm reading, because eventually the words start blurring together and I'm just like, oh shit. But yeah, so that is it. I can't really think of anything else to say. Nope, can't think of anything else. But if you guys want to see more of me reading some of my short stories, make sure you subscribe and leave a like to let me know that you like it. Because, I mean, yeah. Oh, my. Okay, so I hope you all have a wonderful and spectacular night. And I will talk to you tomorrow. And talk to you guys later. Bye. Peace out, everybody. Bye-bye.